Good morning. Well, it was a mixed bag last night, really, sleep-wise. The duvet was excellent, but the kids on the site, well, the older ones, I think are looking after the younger ones. They were in the seating area here till 11:45, chatting away, so curfew is supposed to be at 11 on this site, which in itself is too late, in my opinion. But yeah, so it's late getting off to sleep, and then 5 o'clock the dawn chorus arrives. and that includes crows. It's pretty noisy and irritating. Rained in the night as well. Got up for the loo as well, so all in all, yeah, not a great night. It's dry now. There was just a shower recently, but what time is it? 6:30, so it's time to make a move, I think. Long day today, over 16 miles of hilly walks. So I better get a wriggle on. Okay, I'll be in touch shortly. Bye for now. Official good morning, following my wake up good morning. Now back on Southwest Coast Path. It's a 1.25 miles from Porlock, after faffing around at the shop and stuff like that. So yeah, another mile to Porlock Weir. From there it's 12.5 miles to Lynmouth. So I'm going up out of Lynmouth for a mile or two as well to Wild Camp. So if you add that up, it's 17 miles I think. So that's going to be interesting. Uh-oh, bit of a boggy bit to cross here. It has been quite rainy considering it's July. We had that early summer heat wave in June. But July hasn't been great. Tomorrow's going to be a nice day apparently, and going to be quite warm, but on the whole it's been a bit wet in July. It's the 6th today. Yeah, last night the sleep system was fine. Didn't quite get my pillow right, but sorted that out eventually. But yeah, the other problems were the noisy kids and then the noisy crows. So I have to see how I go today. My bag's a little bit heavier today. I've got a lot more water. I've got about 1.5 litres more water, which is 3 and a bit pounds. Plus I've got a few aches and pains from yesterday, so it all adds up. So all in all, 16.5 miles, heavy pack, warm day. It's going to be tough today, definitely going to be tough. When I get to Porlock Weir, the first section is through, I say the first section, it's about 7 miles and woodlands. Up and down, up and down. And then after that it's just more up and downs basically. So my thighs are aching today from yesterday, so yeah, looking forward to it though. It's going to be a lovely day. Just got to take my time. I mean, if I'm wild camping, you don't want to be setting up until about 8 o'clock anyway, probably even later than that really, because it's light, so late. But anyway, I'm just gonna, I'd like to say I'll take my time, but I'm a bit of an impatient walker. I'm slow, but I still want to get there. So anyway, let's see what happens, and I'll be in touch on many occasions during the day. Bye for now.
I know I let you down. I made the same mistake. I am the worrying kind, resting my life away. Be here, you know I really want you to stay. Later, when you then go, you will somehow still remain. Remember the time I told you the way that I felt, that I'd be lost without you and never find myself. Patience, let's do the numbers before we judge. Someday, all of this mess will only make us laugh. So find me at the rainbow's end, and we climb right up to the top, yeah. Champagne on a Tuesday, and when I'm with you, the weekend never ends. It's silly, but sometimes I can feel your lips on.
This is newly eroded from when I was last here. I don't know whether you can see it because I'm shooting into the sun. The sea is always nibbling away at the land.
Lovers be lost, but we will stay on a solid ground. This time, it is for real in another way. Will you be my only and dearest every day? So find me at the rainbow's end, and we climb right up to the top again. Champagne on a Tuesday, and when I'm with you, the weekend never ends. I still cannot grasp the fact that you want to be mine. Wherever we end up, I know we'll be alright.
I don't want to sit around and wait. Thin skin, I'm Underwater, is this really happening? You stay silent, you don't mind. Happiness or dollar signs to you. What about not stealing anyone's time? Anyone's time. I vow to always be fearless and far out for days, weeks and years to come.
Be tick aware. It's not so much ticks, it's flies in general. They're absolutely terrible in this woods. I haven't got any insect repellent. But yeah, the flies are swarming around me. Must be the peak season for them, July. Horrible. You probably can't see it down there in the forest, but there's an old hut there, and there's a few of these along this Colburn Wood, which was considered one of the most remote parts of the county. So these huts in the 13th century were used for mentally ill people. That's where they would take them out of society. And in the 16th century, it's where they used to house lepers. So this woods has always been used to remove undesirables. Not that it's their fault that they're mentally ill or lepers. But yeah, I'm actually walking through an old leper colony. Probably explains why there's so many flies here.
Talking, what are words when there's no intention? Oh hey, do you ever think about me? I'm underwater, is this really happening? Happiness or dollar signs to you.
Foxgloves are definitely coming into bloom at the moment. But let me warn you folks, do not eat them. Apparently they're very poisonous to humans, and I'm not going to try to prove that.
I vow to always be fearless and far out for days, weeks and years to come. Oh, I cut the strings, calling all of the things that awaits me. Dreamer, come back.
Done 7.66 miles, and it was tough. Not only was it very hilly, the flies were shocking. They still are. I've been like in a swarm of flies for the last 2 or 3 hours. Eaten alive. I don't know why they like me so much. It's probably because I'm sweating out fish and chips from last night. Oh. Anyway, nearly halfway. Certainly halfway to Lynmouth. Then I have to decide whether I'm going to go wild camping or if I can get in a campsite, which is also a mile up the road but in a different direction. So we'll see how it goes. Peanut M&Ms. My favourite trail mix. I've split my trousers as well, and I don't have a sewing kit. A bit antisocial when you go into the pub. Your underwear's hanging out. This is called Sister's Fountain, some relic to Christianity. It's normally water pouring through here, but we're in July. So you couldn't even describe it as a trickle. Don't know if you can make out the big cross. Apparently there was some vision or premonition or something here. Don't really go for that kind of stuff. But a lot of people do. So I should respect that. Ironic that there's two pigs' heads on posts here, because to be honest I feel like Lord of the Flies. If you've read the book by William Golding you'll know what I'm talking about. But I am swarming with flies. I'm sick of them now. Look at this blocking the way. Good job I'm not tall. My back doesn't bend too well these days. You mother.
Sometimes it's gotta take time. Sometimes it's gotta take time. I vow to always be fearless and proud of days, weeks, and years to come.
Oh, this is a tough old day, there's no denying that. I've done less than 11 miles, but it feels like a lot further. It's been rough and muggy and fly infested, and there are just no refreshments at any point. The last refreshments was when I left Porlock this morning, just before 8 o'clock, so I don't know what time it is now, but it's about 1 o'clock I think, but it feels much later because I feel as though I've been walking forever. Now there might be a little honesty cafe. It's just a box with goodies in that you put a quid in and take something out. There was 4 years ago, but there wasn't 2 years ago, but that was just after COVID. So I have heard rumours that it's still there, but we'll have to see. Covered in flies all over the camera and everything. So fingers crossed that should be coming up in about half a mile or so, if it's still there. If not, I might have stopped for some refreshments of my own. Okie doke, speak to you soon. Well, it's looking favourable. Refreshments. Oh, definitely going to have a sit down. Either way. please. Looking good. Very good. Can't see a banana actually. All donations go towards seed for the wild birds in these woods.
Like up the strings calling all of the things that awaits me. Dreamer, come back. I don't want to sit around and wait. There comes a time when I won't belong on these streets, in these crowds, in this room, in your eyes, and you no longer know whether to stay or to go. Take me or leave me, rusty and bleeding,
That's the first view of Lynmouth and Linton. It's about 2.5 miles downhill most of the way, so, and then I've got to climb up that cliff to Valley of the Rocks. Eee. Never rains but it pours. These are coastal defence gun positions. Keep an eye on those nasty Germans should they choose to invade the lovely Lynmouth. It would be very rude of them if they did. Unless they were coming for a cream tea. And there's the little pillbox. Bit cramped in there. Nice view though in the morning.
well, hours will be out. I'll slip right through your hand. Doesn't matter what you wish for, doesn't matter how intense. And all those shiny people you wanted to impress, well, they're all watching now, so walk out the door. I'm not gonna last, I'll tell you now. Whatever.
So this path from Lynmouth to Linton, it's one of the steepest on the whole of the southwest coast, and I've avoided it a couple of times now because I've always taken the campsite out of town, and then you can get to Linton the back way the next morning. But today, other than taking the vernacular, I'm going to have to walk it. Oh. And at the end of 14 hilly miles, it's quite tough. It actually has a rail, which I'm holding on to now. Right, so I'm going to turn this off because I need to focus. Speak to you soon. This is what I should have done. Well, I'm a third of the way up now, so... Oh, well, I made it. Not sure how, but I did. Oh. Great views now. And now it's on to Valley of Rocks. Which is always nice. Hopefully I can get camped up somewhere. I'll be in touch when I do.
Just leave it now. I'm not gonna try to lie, 'cause here I am now. You said be careful what you say. We are the ones to talk, and never should have gone this far. I should have told you from the start. No point in playing along or reach for their respect. Can't you see there's nothing left to protect? I'm not gonna last, I'll tell you now. Whatever I am, just leave it now. I'm not gonna try.
Well, all these fellas are out tonight in an area that I was going to camp. So that changes the plan a little bit. Don't want to meet in my tent. Doesn't think anything these boys. So this is where I'm thinking of wild camping tonight. Well, I say thinking, I think I've made my mind up. It's not ideal, there isn't actually a flat surface to put the tent on, so I'm going to come back here just into the longer grass and a bit more shelter from the wall, because I'm quite concerned about the so there's the wall there, so there's a little bit of a break there and a tree as well, but it's very windy, and whilst probably the best patch is here, it's a little bit more open to the elements. I've checked with Gabby and she says the forecast is for it to die down a little, so as long as it doesn't get any worse than it is at the moment, I'm okay with that. But this is the actual southwest coast. I'm literally going to be like 5 yards off the southwest coast path. But I've been here about an hour and a quarter now and nobody's come through. It's now 7 o'clock, so I'll give it another hour and I'll probably get the tent pitched up then. But in other respects it's a fantastic location. That's the Valley of Rocks over there, a couple of the big towers, Bristol Channel. Sun should probably go down over there somewhere, so all good ish. There's a path here goes down to this beach. There were people on it earlier. I won't be going for a breakfast swim. But fabulous location. and a bit of a drop here. So in these windy conditions, I think I'll head back. Well, the wigwam is up. Let's hope it stays up. It's not the best picture I've ever done, and it is blowing hard from this side. And it's not so clever this side either, but it is what it is. It's got 6 pegs, and that's your lot. Hopefully the wind will die down a bit and you can relax.